HPD, Behind the Badge, brought to you in the public interest and without commercial interruption by HGEA, the Hawaii Government Employees Association. Hawaii works best when we do.
Scenes from this program are not suitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to another edition of HPD Behind the Badge.
Tonight, we go on the streets with the all-terrain vehicles team. These four-wheelers can go around traffic, jump onto sidewalks, and twist and turn through alleys. Also tonight, we turn back the pages of HPD history for the stories of two officers who led extraordinary lives, former Governor John Burns and businessman rancher Larry Mehau. But first, on the road with the ATV team in downtown Honolulu.
Corporal Shane Miyashiro, been in the department just over 18 years. Came from SSD, I'm with the District 1 ATV detail now, and this is us. This is us right here. District 1 wide. I mean, the ATVs we're mobile, we can get to calls fast, and I mean, it's a free-for-all, right? I mean, there's no limit to what we can access: parks, beaches, everything we need with the quads. Female over here, coming across, hand signal, flashing. You break the law, sorry, we gotta enforce over here because one leads to another. Next you know, they get hit by a bus. We can't be having that happening, so we're keeping them safe at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, take care. Let me move. Have a seat. Sit down.
I'm sorry, were you office?
Was he smoking?
He had it in his left hand, and then
about 490
accident to open his hand. Yeah.
For Jeffrey Heffner.
Sick, injured, or taking meds. Jeffrey, you need to go hospital. You need to go hospital. No? Okay. Follow me.
Time element. Shoot it.
There it is, yep. There we go. Oh, you're not in trouble. Just like make sure you're okay. What's your boyfriend's name? Huh? No, we're not gonna do nothing, but you're gonna keep walking away. We're gonna keep following you, like, and we're gonna look like idiots. So just stop and talk to us, okay? You're not in trouble. So you're gonna keep yelling like that. You're gonna draw attention. Attention gonna draw us, okay?
That's why we're here. You're yelling. So you gotta address it.
So whatever, we just like find out the gist of what's going on. Okay, I know you guys arguing for one reason. You pissed off. I can see that, but what's the deal? Is he not catching the hint for leave you alone? And you tell him, hey, I don't like to see you again, and he keep following you? What's going on? Just okay. So you just like be left alone from him. Okay, so that's what we're gonna tell him. He gonna lick her, bro. I guarantee he gonna do something stupid. So yeah. So we trying to just diffuse the situation. Okay, let's make sure she's safe. Yeah, so they were arguing with each other over here, and he's like, hey, you, I'm the one that got hit and stuff. And then he just storms off. She storms off this way, and then we hear him yelling again. So we're like, hey, come on, sis, just talk to us. Hey, we just want to find out what's going on. So nothing bad happens, and she finally calmed down, and she eventually was like, okay, fine, I'm going to walk. She's heading towards the sun now, so she'll be safer up there. You know, we're not going to follow her around and babysit her the whole night. So, you know, it's Chinatown, right? Welcome to District 1 Chinatown. Yeah. Drugs, you know, the homeless situations, the abuses, you know, domestics. We got it all over here. Assaults, robberies. So it's roll the dice and pick one. See where you're going to get that night. Yep.
John Burns and Larry Mehau never served together, but because of their years as policemen, they understood each other, and in later life became trusted friends and unshakable political allies. As street cops, they walked long hours in patrol, and they spent time in vice, targeting gamblers, drug dealers, and prostitutes.
He was very street smart. As a detective, when he was with H.P.D. and captain, he really developed this ability to read people well, as related to his work as a detective. And I think that helped him later in his political career, as he was able to figure out who he could trust or not trust and how he could relate best with people.
Neither officer knew the path they began at HPD would take them to the very top of Hawaii political power, or that their stories would have very different endings. Burns went on from HPD to become an architect behind statehood and the founder and namesake of the University of Hawaii's medical school. For Larry Mehau, there was the ultimate irony, a storied police career, but then accusations that he was the godfather of Hawaii organized crime. Was that accusation true? We will answer that question tonight on HPD Behind the Badge. John Burns showed promise at a young age. In 1941, as concerns rose over war with Japan, Captain Burns began work as head of HPD's newly established Espionage Bureau. He was just 32 years old. His mission? To gauge the loyalty to America of Hawaii's large local Japanese community. Burns and his HPD team quickly found no truth to rumors of widespread sabotage or subversive behavior. As his grandson shared with us, Captain Burns even wrote publicly about the loyalty of Hawaii's Japanese citizens.
As to our Japanese aliens, there is no showing that they are disloyal to the United States.
Honolulu attorney William Kaneko is an author and expert on Hawaii's Japanese-American experience in World War II.
Yeah, John Burns had a lot of courage in assessing accurately the loyalty of Japanese Americans. The political winds were by far against the Japanese American community. Again, because they're perceived as the enemy.
After the war, when John Burns entered the world of Democratic Party politics, many former Nisei soldiers grateful for his earlier support, provided him with a political base. While Burns was key to Hawaii gaining statehood in 1959, he lost the state's first race for governor. In his political campaigns, Burns faced and denied rumors. One was exceptionally vicious, that his wife Beatrice was confined to a wheelchair not because of polio, which was the truth, but was disabled because her husband had thrown her down a flight of stairs, crippling her for life. Burns first won election as Hawaii governor in 1962 and was elected to 2 more terms. He died of terminal cancer in 1975, unable to finish his final term in office. You are looking at actual documents from Operation Firebird, a secret law enforcement investigation launched in the 1970s. It involved the FBI, IRS, and others. The target, Larry Mehau, by now a successful behind-the-scenes political power broker. The Firebird findings contained stunning accusations of criminal activity on Mehau's part.
More on Operation Firebird later. Larry Mehau died 11 years ago, but the passage of time has not diminished the number of stories of his impact on Hawaii's business and political world.
Like John Burns, his leadership skills were apparent early, and he rose to a position of unrivaled political influence here. To many, he was a mysterious presence, only whispered about, moving quietly through the worlds of business and politics with friends both law-abiding and law-breaking. Mehau was considered fearless with a street fighter's mentality and expertise in judo and sumo. He demonstrated feats of strength, adding to an aura of extraordinary toughness. He originated HPD's Canine program, and under his command, the unit grew into the Metro Squad. Stories of Metro's legendary pre-body cam methods of dealing with street crime and uncooperative suspects still resonate today. His ability to influence people and events came not by imposing physical presence or rumors of underworld ties, but in traditional fashion. He was a tireless campaign organizer for his friends, John Burns, George Ariyoshi, Daniel Inouye, and many others. His driving force was not financial gain and was not complicated. It was simply the high level of personal satisfaction rising from a Chinatown street cop to statewide power broker. He had a natural talent for strategizing and a razor-sharp feel for political leverage, control, and power. In 1919, a Japanese crewman jumped ship in Honolulu Harbor and began a life here, hoping not to be discovered and deported. He was also a sumotori who wrestled under the name Yahateyama. He ran a laundry business and started a family, raising a son who became an attorney, the son not knowing for years his father's illegal status. The young attorney defended professional gamblers, most arrested in raids led by Vice Sergeant Larry Mehau. The attorney considered Mehau to be tough but honest. I was told that years later, power broker Mehau urged Governor Burns to pick that young attorney as his 1970 running mate. Burns did, and Hawaii history was changed forever. The son of an illegal alien later became the country's first Asian American governor. His name, George Ariyoshi. Ariyoshi and Mehau stayed close until Mehau died in 2015, a connection born years earlier in those Chinatown gambling raids. Operation Firebird never resulted in any evidence or charges against Mehau, and when I interviewed him in Waimea 41 years ago, he blamed Honolulu prosecutor Charles Marsland for baseless accusations of him being a criminal godfather.
No matter what is said in the future, no matter what is printed or what is shown on TV, and even if Marsland were to say I'm not, a percentage of the population will always believe I am, yes.
And how do you react to that?
I guess I'm stuck with that. Don't enjoy it. I don't appreciate it. And it's not something you can, take lightly.
But even today, questions remain. Former U.S. Attorney Dan Bent once called Mehau a significant organized crime figure with substantial influence in state government. But he offered no evidence, and to us, the U.S. Attorney was wrong. I knew former Honolulu Police Chief Francis Keala well, and Keala's integrity was unchallenged. He said we had nothing to prove that Mehau was the godfather. It is important to remember, being a godfather is not a crime. So was Larry Mehau Hawaii's godfather? We believe the answer is yes, but in terms of influence, not criminal activity. In Mehau's case, godfather meant being respected and listened to by those on both sides of the law. We do know this: the rise to power of those two extraordinary street cops, John Burns and Larry Mehau, and their place in Hawaii's past will never be erased by time.
Last name is Francis, right? And how do you say your first name?
You've been down here the whole time, or you came from mainland?
No, actually, I just maxed out.
Oh, you just got out. 10 years.
15.
15.
Yeah.
When'd you get up?
Monday, the 23rd.
Oh, okay. Also, yeah, you definitely gonna try to stay clean, bro. Yeah.
You gotta remember that this park closes at 7, and you gotta get out before then, right? Park closes at 7 p.m. every night. We found 2 individuals here during park closure hours. Got their information and then we gave them citations. Issue a court date, pretty much. That's it, yeah. So every park in District 1, they have closure hours. This is one of the earlier ones that closes. They close at 7 p.m. Ala Park closes at 9 p.m. and Alamana Beach Park, which is one of our biggest parks, closes at 10 p.m. And then we check those nightly, yeah, make it safe for everybody. Yeah.
The good thing about us is we're not tied to the radio, so we're not really reactive. We're a proactive unit, so we'll go around, just be present, be visible, make sure nobody's doing anything they're not supposed to. We aren't divided by sectors, so in a district there's usually about 4 or 5 sectors, and every sector there's about a certain amount of officers. We're able to go through every sector in the district, so we're pretty much a district-wide enforcement team. So right over here is one of the problem areas that we have. If you can see, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Usually it leaks out into the sidewalk. People have to walk around it and stuff. So we'll go out and check out these guys over here. How's it, bro?
Citation, yeah.
Any of this stuff yours over here? No? What is your name again?
Joe.
Huh?
Joe.
Joe. Is this your bike? Too small or just for you? You gotta have light and stuff on it. You get ID? No ID. So where you live?
76, your lost property number is going to be
Kalakaua.
073664. 073664.
Yeah, so right now, he's just gonna issue him just a couple citations. If you guys see him from before, he has a bunch of stuff on the sidewalk. And there's always complaints about that coming around, so we'll try our best to hit all the complaints and address it if we need to. So, but if he is gonna be over here, he has to move all this stuff. As you can see, it's a bunch of stuff, and yeah, just a bunch of complaints over here. So.
icy.
Yeah,
Icy.
icy.
Okay. Yeah, not a known area, right? So we like to know the players, right? We like to know all the people that's around and stuff. Get information when we can. So it's just an IC, just to see if anything comes up later on in the future. At least we'll know we'll have leads and stuff like that.
It's just a high crime drug using area. That's why. So we like to know who's hanging around. Even though this is private property, we just like to just in case they do some type of crime in the area. We like to take note of what they're wearing. Maybe they could be linked to something.
All the guys, we all get together real good. We all jive together. We hang out outside of work, and it's just. Oh, we have a guy in the middle of the intersection here. Hey, put on the side of the sidewalk. Put on the side of the sidewalk over here. Hurry up, go on the side of the sidewalk. Get off of the road. Go onto the sidewalk over here. So as you see, the guy's just really cruising in the middle of the intersection, and this is probably one of the busier intersections over here. There's a bunch of accidents that happen, and guys like that, he's wearing all black. He has no reflectors on, anything like that. He can get run over. So we're gonna go talk to him and see what's going on with this guy.
Yeah, the guy was just stopped. Jordan said he was stopped, like literally just cruising in a crosswalk during a green light, and I was just like, oh hell no. Yeah, or if a bus was coming, he would have died. This guy's got a tank, man. I'm telling you, Jesus. If a bus came, he would have died. Yeah, they wouldn't have seen him. Yeah, he would have got splattered.
Whose moped is this?
Mine one.
Is your moped?
Yeah, I bought them from a shop, Scotty's. You can talk to the owner.
Do you have the paperwork for it?
No. As I did 5 years for a stolen bike. Why I'll be stupid enough for going on bike again? And I don't steal. You know what I mean?
As we were doing just our routine checks, we seen a moped onto the sidewalk. He was on the sidewalk right over here, so you cannot be having your moped driving onto the sidewalk, and also he was packing. Another female, he also kind of be packing, so he got cited for right onto the sidewalk and packing. We was able to stop him right over here, right into the parking lot. We ran his information and we found out that he had an expired license, expired in, I believe, 2012. So we hooked him up for a driving while license. Okay, Jacob, stand up, turn around, you'll be on the road for a driving while license. Put your hands behind your back, yeah, put your hands behind your back.
So what about my bike?
Put your hands behind your back.
What happened? I don't want no warrant card. I just ain't in the time. It's
What
just
happened?
D1, yeah. So I can get busted for. Yeah, this is nuts, but driving without license.
We can't drive without license, bro.
Yes, so you guys don't take me in.
Yes. That's what's happening.
You have anything sharp on you?
9132 driver.
Like on pipe.
Yeah.
How much to go for this?
It's not up to us. It's gonna be set by the LT.
We don't take the bill. We can take it once you get process.
Because I know you get busted. Wait, you get busted. Hold up. When I went to court last time, you get busted for 3 times. 4 times.
What about?
Then you get, you know what I mean? Yeah, I never have to go to jail. You guys never have to take me in. No, but you guys never have to take me in. I know the rules.
129.
It's a misdemeanor.
I don't think it's an arrestable offense.
It's a misdemeanor, which is
I've
a
been
crime.
arrested for driving a license many of times, cuz.
You have?
And I went in court. Yep, I got ticket.
And then what
in
happened?
Court, cuz.
No,
Never
yeah,
not
you can be
arrestable,
cited
not
for it,
arrestable
but it's a court, right? It's a court
no, but
citation,
I
right?
go, they
Which
give
is
me
a crime.
ticket. I get on ticket and
You
I get on
can.
date. I get on date for
It's
go.
discretion,
I get on
Jacob.
date for go.
Just
Not
because you received,
arrestable crime.
just because you received
No,
a citation
I
in the
know, bro.
past,
No, I know.
does not
It's
mean
all, no, but
you're
it's
not
all good though.
arrestable for
It's
it.
all good. I'll be out tomorrow, cuz.
You will, probably.
I know.
Even
so.
if you bail out tonight, you can be out tonight.
Fuck, if you guys let me use the phone.
You'll get to use the phone when you get to the station.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
use them.
We don't need the attitude.
No,
I've been cool with you, right? I'm just telling you what it is. Yes. That's not something to be proud of, Jacob. You know what I mean? But we telling you, B-Wall is a misdemeanor. It is arrestable.
I'll see that. I'll see that on you guys' paper.
That's all for this edition of HPD Behind the Badge. Thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Levi. Good night.
HPD Behind the Badge. Brought to you in the public interest and without commercial interruption by HGEA, the Hawaii Government Employees Association. Hawaii works best when we do.